Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the dough that we have in our machine. So I'm going to take mine out just for ease of you guys to see it. But you can just look in your machine, just open the lid and take a peek. As you can see, this bread dough here is, it's kind of sticky still, but you can see it's kind of gotten all the dough away from the sides here. But I think it needs just a little bit more. It's just slightly sticky. So what you would do is if it's in the bread machine, you're just going to take a little bit of flour like this, just like a pinchful, and you're just going to sprinkle it onto the dough. That way the hook will incorporate it very easy. And then you'll just continue to let it go. And when you see the dough go into a nice firm ball, that's when you know that your bread is ready and you'll quit adding flour. So I'm going to put this back in 1 second. We're just going to let that knead again for a minute until we get that ball that I'm talking about, and I'll show it to you when it comes out. In the meantime, what you're going to need for this recipe then is you're going to need one more egg yolk, which you're going to beat up, and when your bread is cooking, you're going to spread that, we're going to spread that over the bread to give it that nice yellow look that French bread has. We're also going to need a rolling pin. In this rolling pin, we're going to roll out our dough. We're going to cut it in half so we have two sections, and we're going to make two 8 by 12 rectangles, and we're going to roll them up nice and tight and twist the ends so they get that French bread look. Rolling pins need a bit of care, so what you're going to do is periodically you're going to want to oil your rolling pin. Keeps the wood nice. You never immerse it into water. There's gears inside the edge here, and they'll rust, and when you go to roll out something, you'll find little flakes of black stuff. It probably won't hurt you, but it's not very appealing. Don't worry if that happens, if it gets wet. What you want to do to stop it from rusting is you want to oil the inside here. And if you use bacon grease, it will never rust. Otherwise, you can just wipe it down with olive oil or anything like that just to keep it in good shape. You're going to need a pastry brush because you're going to use this to brush on the egg yolk wash that we're going to do to make the top of the bread that appealing brownish yellowish color. And let's check the ball and see how our bread dough's doing. Okay, now as you can see in there, can you see that we don't really have a good ball yet? It's still very sticky. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stand back there and we're just gonna add a little bit of flour. Why don't you come with me? Just get this basket here to click back into place. Okay, grab your flour. What I'm going to do is turn this on so I can see as I'm going. Well, my bread machine stopped here. The button sticks. Okay, we're just going to add a little bit of flour, just a little bit at a time. You would be surprised how just a sprinkle of flour can make a huge difference in your bread dough ball. All right, now, if you can see in there, now we've got a bread dough ball. Let me take it out so you can take a good look at it. I'm just going to stop this here for a minute. Oops, stop. All right. Now, can you see in there? We've got this nice ball. It's not sticky, and it's going to start collecting all this flour from the other side because on this side, over here, you see how there's no flour, nothing sticking? That's what you want, this side over here. See how it's collecting everything? That's a good ball. All right, we'll just put it back in here and let the bread machine do its work. The one thing you really want to remember when you're baking, when you're cooking anything, is to clean up as you go. Cleaning up not only makes cooking more fun, but it makes it really appealing for your family to come home and smell this wonderful food. So I've used the flour. I'm done with it. I'm just going to clap the lid right back on it. Voila, in the cupboard it goes, no mess. So you keep your work area clean, you keep your house clean, and cooking's not a drudge. It's amazing how many families don't get a good home-cooked meal. Everybody's busy going out. I'm going to show you how easy it is to work, raise a family, and cook good, healthy food for your family. All right, we'll see you when the bread is risen and we roll it out into our rectangles. Bye.